Hello there. If you're just logging in, I will be there in just a minute. Almost done. Okay. Hi, Cindy. Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Life has a crazy busy day. I got home from a weekend retreat on Cape Cod with a whole bunch of lovely, wonderful ladies, and today unexpectedly ended up in meetings from 11 o'clock till about 3:30. So, oops, looks like my screen is frozen. Can you let me know if everything's working okay for you, Cindy? And anybody else who's hopping in? Hello, 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 and welcome. I have a really fun project for you tonight, and it's going to be on one of our 16-inch rounds. And we're going to make a door hanger that I think you're going to love. It is straight from the catalog, and I loved it so much that I'm going to try to replicate it as closely as I can. So, hi Michelle, hi Becky, hi Leslie, welcome, welcome. Your little friend is right behind me. You might see her wandering around here. It is not Wednesday with Willow, it is Monday. If you are in my local VIP group, if this works out the way I think it might, we might actually be holding a workshop in person so that you can make one too. All right, so I'm going to switch my cameras a little bit so that you can see what's in front of me. And sorry about this. I wish there was an easier way to do it, but there isn't. I've tried. Let's see. Bear with me a sec. I think I got it. Okay, I got it. Let me get rid of that, and we're going to get started. Okay. Gosh, that's a lot of work. Okay, so what you see in front of me is one of our 16-inch, I think it's 16. Let me just double check that. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. It is a 16-inch wood round. I'm going to show you the back of it. They come plain stained wood like this, and that can be a really, really beautiful way to start a decor piece. But I am copying the one directly from the catalog. I just thought it was so pretty. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I have a copy of it here. I'll put it this way. So it's painted white, and it's got a black stripe on it, and Hello Sunshine. So we can do Hello Sunshine, we can do Hello Spring, we can do Hello Summer. What do you guys want to do? Hello Spring, Hello Sunshine, or Hello Summer? Let me know. Dual cameras. Oh my gosh, I have a program called Switcher Studio that helps me do that. When it works well. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to use, especially when I'm trying to switch from one view to the other. Looks right now like my my face is kind of cut off in my computer screen, but that's okay. You didn't come to see that. You came to see this project, right? So, just a little while ago, I decided that I would do a little bit of pre-painting before I went live, because who wants to sit around watching paint dry, right? But I'm going to show you how I did it. So you might notice underneath my work area, I have a self-healing mat. Now this thing is amazing. I still have a piece of plastic on top of it because I like to keep things clean. But it is marked with a grid, and there are measurements from 1 to 24 on this side, and 1 to 18 on the longer sides. So to find the center of this board, I used the little hole in the top and found it, kind of put it right in the center of the 12-inch mark. And I kind of had to eye it, but I sort of found where right about where the center is on the bottom. So I know the top's in the center, and I know the bottom is pretty close, if not perfect. So what I did was I taped it off at about 11 inches with just blue painter's tape, and I did 2 coats of white paint. Now if you don't have white paint, you can also dilute some of your white chalk paste and do a couple coats of that too. It works just as well. Oh boy, sunshine, spring, sunshine. Hi Willow. I know you guys love Miss Willow. So we have 2 votes for sunshine, 3 for sunshine, 1 for spring. So you guys have anything else to add to that, let me know. But I'm going to show you how I did this. So once again, I did mark the tape off when it was in the center of the mat at 11 inches at the top of the tape, and I taped it off, and I did 2 coats of paint. So I do want to put another stripe below this in black. So I have a thinner piece of tape. This was probably about 1.25 to 1.5 inches. And the version that I'm copying has another stripe below it in black. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Looks like Sunshine's going to be the winner here. So I am going to eyeball this about 1/2 inch lower, maybe 1 inch lower than the stripe that's already there. I want to make sure this is in the exact place where I want it, because I don't want crooked stripes. I'm going to stand up for a second because it's a little bit easier for me to see what I'm doing. Okay, that's about right there. I think I'm going to go about 1 inch below it. So I'm using the lines right here on either side of the circle. I don't know why that doesn't look quite straight. I'm going to move it just a smidge. Okay, that looks pretty good. So there and there. I think that is about as accurate as I'm going to get. So I'm going to rub that down nice and tight, and I'll show you how to make black paint out of chalk paste. Is that annoying, seeing my head cut off like this? I can fix it if you really want me to. Looks like we're going to do Hello Sunshine. Okay, so I'm rubbing this down nice and tight. I'm just going to flip the blue extra blue tape onto the back so it's just not in the way, and I can move this a little easier. And I'm going to leave this here. I've got a little tear in my tape, so I'm going to just patch that a little bit just in case. She's got something she's chewing on over there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our little trays, and I'm going to put some black chalk paste in it. So I didn't really want to do this with the white because you're going to need quite a bit of white. So if you have white paint, that's even better. So grab a paintbrush. I'm just going to scoop out some of my chalk paste. Just about that much. You can always add more if you need to. And put it in my color tray. I can never remember the names of those. Color tray. Now you're going to take some water. I'm using distilled water. I always do, because if I have extra, I can pop this back into the jar. And if you're using tap water, there's a chance that your paste is going to get moldy, just because we have, you know, natural bacteria in our water. So you're just going to thin this out, and I like to mix it with my paintbrush. Reorder if I want the oh, sorry, getting messages from another place too. I thought it was you guys. Okay, so I've got my paste mixed up. It's thinner than chalk paste, and it's about the consistency of acrylic paint. Don't make it too thin or you'll have to do more coats. Not the worst thing in the world, but try not to. Make sure your tape's rubbed down nice and tight, and just paint with it. It really covers nicely. I might actually only need one coat. So I did put a link to the things that I'm using in the description of this live, but I wanted to mention though that in the cart link that will take you to my shopping area for all of the things that I'm using, I did write the wrong color chalk paste that I'm going to be using. I think I put Bumblebee in there, and I'm actually going to use Shimmer Harvest, so it's more of a gold color than bright yellow. So this looks pretty good, and we are going to dry that for a second. Guess what, you guys? My heat tool died. We kind of knew it was going to happen, right, Becky? Because it was rattling. It's pretty good now. Almost dry. Okay, love how fast this dries. So first I'm going to peel the white area where the white is, and let's just hope it went nice and clean for me. Looks pretty good. Got one little tiny smudge that we'll have to play with. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And the black one should come off just as easy. Ah, that one did bleed a little bit. Okay, good enough. It's one of those things where if you weren't looking at it directly, you probably never see it. So I'm not going to worry about it for now. I might go back and play with it later, but while we're live, I'm just going to finish this up with the pretty. Okay, that was pretty good. That wasn't hard, was it? Not bad. Okay, so I'm going to get my transfer over here next. And this is a really big transfer, and you've got choices here. You've got, like I said, you have spring, summer, and sunshine. You've got the word hello. You've got this cute little sun. You've got some pretty birds, and you've also got a little vine. We're going to keep it simple this time, though. Okay, so get this off. And we're going to cut this apart so we're not using one giant transfer. Some of our transfers are really big and you do use them as one piece, but this one is a cut apart. What's she doing, Tinkerbell? She's looking at me like, why am I not sitting up there with you? Okay, so we're going to cut sunshine out. And just use the lines that are on your transfer. You don't have to cut out the letters, none of that. And we're going to do hello also. So one of the really cool things about using these rounds is that they are double-sided. So that means you could flip it over and put something in there for fall if you wanted to, and just make the bow that you put at the top removable. So you'll get more bang for your buck. And so we're going to be using, it looks like Hello Sunshine. You guys voted. Hello Sunshine. So before we even put that on our surface, we are going to fuzz that, of course, but even before that, we're going to put some surface wax on here. Because this is freshly painted, it has not kind of cured, and you don't want the adhesive on the back of your transfers to pull up your paint either. So, let me see. Why is everybody messaging me now? So I'm going to just use our surface wax. If you guys have used this before, you'll know that it's odorless, which is lovely, and it's also clear. It is not going to damage your surface, and it is not offensive to smell either. I used to use butcher's wax like you'd use for floors before we had our own brand of this, and oh my gosh, was it stinky. Worked good, but it was stinky, and it was also a little bit off-white. It was sort of a yellow color, and I don't know if you could really see it, but I like that this is clear and odorless. So this is going to help your transfer from sticking too tightly. I'm even going to come down here with this, just in case. I don't think we're going to bump it, but it wouldn't hurt. And just kind of buff it in. You don't want it too thick either. Just a nice light coat. That also, not only does that help it keep from sticking, but it also helps if you have any like waviness to your surface, especially with wood. If you have like grooves in it, it helps fill those in, and you get a cleaner print. You can't turn them off. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we're also going to fuzz. And you know what that is? That is attaching your transfer to one of our fuzzing cloths, a t-shirt, a towel, anything that will help it pick up a little bit of lint. So we're going to peel this off of the carrier sheet. The trick to that is just to use your thumb to roll along the edge, and it should peel right up nice and easy. I got to turn off this conversation. I'm so sorry. All right, let's see, you guys. I'll be right back. Great, I can't. Okay, never mind. All right, so I'm just going to fuzz this by attaching it to the towel. I'm going to peel it on and off a little bit, and it's going to soften the adhesive so it's not quite as sticky. Now, if you're working on something especially fresh paint or something that is very, very smooth like glass, you want to be sure you fuzz it really, really well because you don't want it to stick too tight and be hard to remove, and sometimes even peel paint if it's not been there for too long. Where'd she go? Sorry, little Miss Muppet's wandering around here looking for things to eat. Stop. Okay, so let's find a good spot for this. I'm just going to use the bottom line that I painted as a guide, and fortunately I can see through this really, really well, the transfer, so I can center that pretty easily. So I'm going to put that right there over that line. I'm using this edge of the transfer to line up my transfers all together. I have a piece of hair right here. It's like my eyelash. What are you doing? All right, so I'm just going to give this a nice even rub down, and I think I'm going to put the hello up here just for placement before I remove the transfer. Before I chalk this part of the transfer, I should have said. And I think I'm going to use the top of these letters as my guide. This S is a little bit taller, I did notice that, but I'm going to fuzz this and put it right on top of the U and the N and the S. Fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. So how many of you guys are decorated for spring? Have you got all those snowmen put away and coming up with tulips and Easter bunnies and things like that? Tomorrow we're going to be, I think finishing up our Easter tiered tray, which is behind me. I have a couple little things I want to add to it before I call it done for Easter. That's been a really fun project to work on with you. So, okay, so I'm going to have the hello a little bit off to the left side, right about there, I think. And I'm just going to rub down the top part of that for now. And then we're going to work on sunshine. I'm going to even kind of roll this back on itself if I can, a little bit. No, it's not going to work. I'll put a weight on it instead. There, that'll keep it out of the yellow. So, you're decorated with what you've made, and you've been making a lot. You've been working hard. Ah, look, a fresh jar. This is, again, called Shimmer Harvest. And guys, just don't forget that if you look for the link for this up above in the description, it does say Bumblebee. So if you want this color, you want to change that out in your cart. Let me throw that away. Okay, we're ready to go. I'm going to give this a quick stir. It looks beautiful, just like it is, but I'm going to stir that up a little bit. What do you have? I don't know what that is. She finds the craziest things. I don't know where she finds them, but she does. Okay, we're going to go in with our Shimmer Harvest and cover the sunshine with it. That's what we're doing, right? Sunshine. Hello, spring. Sunshine, sunshine. Okay, we got 3 sunshines and 1 hello, spring. Sorry, spring. This will be good for all summer and spring, right? So all I'm going to do, I hold this all just about straight up and down and pull it across my transfer. When you're using shimmer paste, you will notice it does have a little bit of a texture feeling feels kind of gritty, like sandy when you're spreading it on your letters or whatever it is that you're using. Kind of feels cool. And it does dry a little bit slower than our regular chalk paste for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. A little slower. So get that covered. If you are new and you're working slowly, feel free to put more paste than you need on there because all of the excess gets put right back into the jar. No waste. Okay, we got that covered. That was easy. So then you're going to go back over your design and scoop off any excess paste like so, and put it right back in your jar. So scoop it and scoop it back into the jar. All right, you ready? We're going to peel this off and reveal our design. I'm going to start on this end. And I'm just going to go slowly just in case I need to fix anything. But oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Love it. What do you think? You guys like this so far? All right, I'm going to dry it for just a second. Tell me what you think. I'm avoiding the heat from my dryer on the transfer because you can actually warp your transfer if you're not careful. Okay, I think that is pretty good for now. Just going to be really careful about letting that touch there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually use a backer sheet on top of the S there so I know that it won't stick to it. Everything else is off of the other design. So we're going to go back into our black for the word hello. I think these colors are so pretty together. And scoop out a little bit of this. Just going to make sure this is down nice and snug. Grab some paste and go right in there and cover it up. Guys, I talk about this all the time, but it seriously is like buttering toast. Just spread it all over. Only difference is if you have extra butter on your toast, you don't scrape it off, do you? Okay. So far, so good. And I just dropped a plop of paste on there. It's a little plop, so I'm going to scrape it off after. Peel that back. Yes, so pretty. I love it. I have a whole conversation of my friends going on, and I'm ignoring them. Sorry guys, love you, but... Okay, cover my jars up and we'll dry this, and then we're going to attempt to make a bow. I think we got it. I think we can do it. All right, let's dry this up quick. This is really cute, you guys. I love it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have subscribed yet, but you can go right on my website, which is chalkcouture.com/Susan, and sign up for my monthly newsletter. It is really just once a month. What we'll do is we will send you a newsletter filled with ideas, and one of the ideas that was on there, let's see, 2 months ago, was how to make the bow that they have on this surface. So I'm going to attempt that. I've not done it before, so we will see. Yes, you do. You need a beach house? I thought you made one, Becky. I thought you did. So what the instructions that I read said was to get a couple of different styles of ribbons or colors. I didn't really have anything other than this one that I'm using. I use this all the time. Guys, if you need a standard ribbon, go with your black and white buffalo check. Works like a charm. So we're going to use that. And what it said to do was to make a bunch of 14-inch lengths. So I've got my measurements on here, which is also very handy. And this is my 14-inch mark right here. Cut a couple of those. I think I'm going to do, I don't know, should I do 5, 7? What do you think? It's usually an odd number. I'm going to do a nice big fluffy bow. There's 2. I love my friends, but man, they want to talk. 14. These are not my fabric scissors. And I can tell. You need a better bow. Oh, for your beach house sign. You didn't, did you make one the other night when I saw you that time? It's 4. Or is that 5? 2, 4. Leslie, you're my bow queen. How many do I need? 5 or 7? I'm just going to keep cutting. They didn't tell me how many to do. They just said to make it this way. I'll do one more. Maybe she's not here anymore. Okay, one more. So guys, again, back to that newsletter. You want to go in there and sign up because you get some really good ideas, and it's free. No charge. So I'm going to show you how to do a dovetail on your ribbons if you haven't done that before. Let me pull you in a little bit closer. All you need to do is take your ribbon and fold it in half. Now the straight edges, you are going to start at the straight edges on the bottom corner and cut up like this. And that will give you your dovetail. If you do it the wrong way, you'll end up with a point, so be careful. Fold it in half. Starting at the bottom corner of the edges, cut straight up. Not straight up, but cut an angle. So you're cutting a triangle out essentially. Let's see if I can do this pretty quick. Depends how big. Well, I'm going to have about 3-inch loops. That's my plan. This is a new way to do it too for you probably. Leslie's really good at bows. I fake it till I make it. You do 5? Okay, we'll do 5. If it doesn't look fluffy enough, we'll add a couple more, right? So now we have 3. I'll save 2 for something else. I use a lot of this ribbon. Okay. We are getting there. And if this trick works that I read about, I'll be really happy because it seems pretty simple. But you never know. Michelle says 7, the bigger the better. All right, we'll do 5. And if it's still too thin, Michelle will add 2 more. No big deal. Should have brought my fabric scissors down. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, so the instructions that I read said to fold them in half and gather them into like a bouquet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we need 7. I'm going for it. Let's do 2 more. Gosh darn, these scissors are dull. They're not really dull. They're for, these are transfer trimmers and they're not really for fabric, so I can't blame them, right? Can't blame them. You're doing 5. I think I like it a little bit thicker because I thought it would be bigger. Come on. They don't even want to cut. This is going to be a shabby chic bow. That one cut nice. Okay, fold that, and we'll add them to the bouquet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think we needed 7. So let's kind of pull these all up to the same height. And the instructions said to wrap them with a zip tie or a wire, which is what I had, about 3 inches down from the top of the stems. I think I've got it. Doesn't mean they're tight, but I got some wire cutter plier things here. That should help. It's my very scientific name of tools. Okay. I'm going to cut that. And let's plug in the glue gun. You could wire this in if you wanted to decorate the back side. You might want to wire it in. I probably won't. So here's our little bouquet. And what I'm going to do is, they said to fan out the loops, of course. Kind of fluff those. I think 7 was a good call, guys. Otherwise, it's a pretty big piece. So they said after you've got them fluffed, you're going to take the tails and spread them out, which will also give it a little bit more of a, substance, a little bit thicker. So cute. This wasn't so hard. Back in your view here, sorry. It's kind of like one of those, what are those kind of raggy bows called? Oh, I like it. Not bad, eh? Okay. Dang, I like it. I have to trim a couple of them, but that's okay. And let's see how it'll look on here. Let me back you back out again. So that's going to go right about there. I do need to trim a couple of these. A little too long. But how cute is that? But there's more. We're going to add some greenery. Because why not, right? I've got my wire cutters here for these. Never use your scissors, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. We're going to tuck those behind here. Just a little bit. A boho bow. That's fun to say. So I've got these to put here. And I also have some of these. I don't know. What do you think? Should I use these? They're really pretty yellow, kind of hanging flowers. I don't know what they're called, but let's try it. Let's see how it looks. I think I can just tuck them in there. I thought the yellow would look nice with the yellow lettering. Do you like that? Kind of do. I feel like this branch looks kind of shabby thin now. I need to get a different one. Get another one. What do you think of the yellow in there, guys? All right, let's take one more branch. I don't know why that one looks so thin. This one looks a little thicker. It's probably fine. It's just thinner than the other one that I have on the other side. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. These crazy things. All right, we're going to put those just about like that. I think that looks pretty good. I don't want to hide my hello either. Okay, let's see how that glue's coming. That'll be the next thing to poop out on me. Yeah, that's not ready. It's plugged in, but it's not done. So, what do you think, guys? Do you like this project? Would you do Hello Sunshine? Would you do a different one? You like the flowers? I kind of do too. Why not? I like it a lot. So if you are local to me, I am most likely going to be doing this as a project workshop. So keep that in mind. I'm sure it'll be after Easter. That's coming up before you know it. Tomorrow will be Tiered Tray Tuesday. We're going to finish up our cute little things on the tray. That'll be probably kind of quick. And then it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is with Willow, of course. And she's, I'm sure, very excited to see you guys. She gets so excited she'll fall off her chair again. All right, come on now. I should have thought to heat this up a little bit sooner. Okay, do you guys have any questions about anything that I did tonight? Oh, thanks, guys. I think it's really, really pretty. And I think the bow came out pretty good for never having done it before and not having good scissors, right? All right, so yeah, this is taking its sweet time warming up, friends. Let's see if I can get a couple things in. Yeah, let's get some of that on there. There is a hole in the wood piece so that you can put a hanger on it as well. Put these green ones on first. Try not to hide the hello there. This might take a couple seconds. Good, Becky. That wasn't hard, was it? And really, I got that the instructions to do that right on the monthly newsletter. If you are not, Becky, are not a member of that and getting your newsletter, go right to your website and sign up right there, and they'll send it to you on your customer-facing website. Becky's a new designer. It is not sticking. It's not sticking. A little more on top there. Now it'll stay. Okay, so let's put these super droopy. I'm going to put the shorter one over here and the longer one over here, I think. I'm trying to avoid the hello. I'm going to have to move that leaf a little bit. Let's get this there. Let's see if I can do this without burning myself tonight. Our little friend finally went to sleep over there. Okay. All right, and yes, I do need to trim a couple of the tails here. They're a little bit long. So I'll just put them off to the side a little bit like that. I'm so excited about how this came out. Some glue on there, and we should be done. Let's hold that for a couple minutes. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so cute. I love it. Love, love, love it. All right, I'm going to move my camera and turn this so you can see it upright. See how adorable it is, and hopefully the glue's set enough. Hold on one second. Be right there. Okay. Hello, I'm back. So here we go. And this is our beautiful, whoops, hello sunshine sign. I think it's adorable. Love, love, love it. Gotta fix this little pop of, there's a little bit of paste right there that I need to pick off. It's kind of thick, so it'll come off pretty easy. So that is our project for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this. It was really fun. Okay, let's see if you guys have anything else. Definitely need a workshop. Anybody else? Okie dokie. Not at all. All right. Okay, yeah, we could have definitely added a couple more kinds of ribbon. That would have been even more interesting, but I think adding the flowers was a really nice touch. I'm not sure if I should add a couple more. What do you think? Should I just leave it? Keep it simple? Or add a little bit more? You need this? Okay. All right, well, you guys can chime in after and let me know if you think it needs anything more or anything less. And I'll be back tomorrow night with another project again. We're going to be doing our tiered tray. But don't forget to sign up for that newsletter if you haven't already. The Club Couture transfer is on its way to my house. I am so excited. It's really, really cute. If you are a member, you may or may not have seen it, and I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but you will love it. You can join my Club Couture right on my website. I'll pop that up here again one more time for you in case you are not a member already. And that is where you can get exclusive transfers, chalk paste singles, and special deals for members only every month. So I'd love to have you there. Okay, my friends are driving me crazy still. I'm going to have to go take care of them. But thank you for watching, and I will be back tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.